So my next project, while I'm busy painting up Marvin and sanding him down and getting him ready, I was going to do another starship to go with the collection I'm already doing, and then suddenly I thought, well, I wonder how big I can make a starship now. So this is the Enterprise A Refit. So I'm going to do this one on the Giga and try and max it out entirely. So here's all the pieces that's going to make up the Enterprise, and as you can see, it's these are different build plates. I'm going to try and do the smaller pieces on my Elegoo Neptune 3 and 4 Max, and probably the Cobra 3 Max as well, for any items that I might need to color, like in amongst the engines, which I might not want to paint. But yeah, the three largest sections are going to be the bottom saucer, top saucer section, and of course the main part of the hull with the supports for the nacelles. So just to show you what these are going to be like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick off and do the top section of the hull, then run off the bottom, and then I'll try the hull afterwards. I'm looking at the sizes on these, and even the nacelles, it's the Neptune printers are 420 by 420 square, and that's looking at 486. So chances are these are going to have to go on the OrangeStorm as well. These bits, however, this will all fit on the Neptune 3-4 Max or the Cobra 3 Max. And these will need to be on the OrangeStorm as well. And then everything else should fit on the smaller machines. So we've got 4 bits, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 5, that'll need to be on the OrangeStorm. But these are probably a 2-day print each. These shouldn't be too bad, they're pretty flat and pretty small. This one will probably be an interesting one, especially as that's the one that's going to need supports. So we'll see how that one comes off. So, alright, let's go and get on with some slicing and get it printed. Alright, so a quick update. I sliced the top saucer section, and it was going to be almost a 2-day print, and I was using some Rapid PLA Plus, and I put down 2 layers, just watched 2 layers go down just before I went to bed, and then when I woke up in the morning, it had come off the plate and there was a big tangled mess of black PLA sliding around, and this that's my gummed up print head. This was all attached to this. That's a hell of a lot of PLA, so I had to take that off to remove the print head and install a spare one. I always keep spares, so I guess I'm going to be attacking this with a soldering iron to melt out the that damn PLA that's stuck in here. What a mess. Anyway, half the fun of printing, isn't it? Watching these things fail. So what I'm going to do is just rerun it, but I'm going to use that horrible white PLA that I'm always complaining about all the time, because that seems to stick well, and then restart it. Right, so after the blob death, I've resliced the Enterprise for the crappy PLA that I was using for Marvin. Still doesn't feel like it's still doesn't feel quite right. I'll lower the Z. Couple points on that. That looks better. If this head would get out the way, we could see what it looks like. Yeah. Alright, let's see how this first layer goes down with this now. And see if it sticks. Right, so I should have checked before I started printing to see if the Giga was reconnected to the home internet, the home network, before I started, and it hadn't, so I couldn't follow the camera on the Giga, so I just quickly plugged in my Beagle cam again. So I'm just monitoring it from here, but unfortunately I just can't remote stop it from here. If something goes wrong, I've got to go running over to the other room, but I'll keep an eye on it and let's see how it goes down. Like, remember last night it's got 2 layers down, they looked perfect. I went to bed and then I woke up to a mess, and from what I could tell it didn't look like it got much further than those 2 layers before something went wrong. So we'll see what happens. I'm just using that junk PLA again, just in case I end up having to waste even more stuff, but we'll see what goes on. So it's been running for 45 minutes. A nice first layer going down at the moment. Of course I said that last night before I went to bed too, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. What's annoying is I've got to go out at 6 o'clock and it's, well, what time is it now? 2:30 now, so I really want to see a second layer on this thing before I go out the door. So I just decided I just don't trust it now to not blob up. But you know, it's interesting, both blobs of death that I've had have been on that same Elegoo Rapid PLA Plus spool that I got with this machine. I've been doing Marvin with this cheap nasty white PLA that I hate, and I haven't had any blockages with that yet, so go figure. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna let this thing run for another hour and see how it looks, and I'll come back. Alright, 2 hours in and the first layer is down, so now it's speeding up a little and sticking down this second layer. I say so far so good, but I said that last night as well, so let's see how this one goes down. Yeah, very nice so far. Keep it up. So 6 hours in, well, 6 hours 38 minutes to be exact, and this one's staying down as it should be. So yeah, excellent. You can see the infill down here. I mean, that's a beautiful smooth finish. You can see the raised infill, the pattern there. So, right, long way to go, so we'll let it get on with it. Alright, so it's time for bed. and it's looking pretty good so far. Just hope I'll get up to something nice in the morning. I mean, everything still looks like it's sticking. Only 5% done. I think these timings are all gone to hell again. I mean, it's supposed to be a 1 day 13-hour print. 9 hours of it out the way. And yet 5% gone. Of course, it's going to get a lot faster once the main circular part is done, because it's basically then just a lump around here. So right, well, let's see if I can get some sleep tonight and keep my fingers crossed. I'll come back to a pretty much finished product in the morning. Good night all. It's Thursday now and we're up to 50%. 23 hours and 8 minutes of printing done. Looking very nice. And I say, you know, you can, fortunately, when you blow things up to this scale on these smaller models, because it's only meant to be a fraction of this, you know, you get to see, you know, the layer heights as it moves up the angle of the saucer. But that's going to look quite nice. Put a bit of primer on there and light sanding, that will reduce that, and spray it up. It's yeah, it's looking good. Keep on going. All right, folks, it's 5:40 p.m. at night. This thing's still going. Plenty on there. But yeah, just to show you what I mean on this filament, and this is the reason I don't like it. See, it just doesn't seem to fill right at times, and it's not consistent. Sometimes perfect, and then you just get that. It's weird. It's just strange stuff. But so I'm going to sand that and put a primer on it, and you won't even see that. But certainly looking good. So we're up to 71%. It's still chugging away. So what's we're saying here? Sorry, I've been reading this stuff wrong. So it's done 27 hours and 59 minutes. It still has 11 hours to go. 11 hours 25 minutes. So by tomorrow morning, if nothing goes wrong, I should have the top saucer section in my hands. Alright, it's Thursday night. I'm about to go and head to bed. I was hoping I'd be able to show you the finished thing. We're close, but no cigar yet. So yeah, looking at this, we're getting right down to that last bit in the center there. So shouldn't be that much longer. 2 hours and 10 minutes it reckons, and it should be done. But yeah, I can't keep my eyes open that long. So I'll let it finish off, check it in the morning. Should have cooled down by then, and I'll just be able to lift it off the bed, and then we can look at doing the underside. So alright folks, good night, catch you tomorrow. Well, good morning everyone. So one piece down, several more to go. So yay. So that is looking nice. So that took a total of 35 hours and 58 minutes. Oh. Oh my god, there's some weight on that. This is going to be a fun build. Wow, it's probably going to take some bolts to end up hanging this from the ceiling when it's finished. And that was only a 5% infill. But yay, I'm impressed. Alright, so get ready for the lower section. I'm going to try and get these larger pieces out of the way first, and then see if I can actually get some of the smaller ones on my other machines, just to free this up for other stuff. Right, lot of tasks this morning. Let me get on with them. Right, so here's the saucer section, the top part of it. It's a 6x12 snooker table, just for scale. So I kind of figure that by the time we put the back area on here, and the nacelles, be pretty close to filling the width of the table there. So quite a difference from the ones hanging up there. And as I feel in the weight, it's going to take some damn good hooks to suspend this one. Right, let's go and take a look at the bottom section. Alright, so here's the bottom saucer section. I've had this running now for 3.5 hours. So that first layer is always a slow one. This is the second layer going down right now. I'm going to stay up and probably watch a third layer get printed before I dare to go to bed. I don't want another broken hot end. Yeah, looking fine so far. A little bit of rippling over there, but that's, I think, where the support's going to be for the Enterprise name area. So that shouldn't do any harm. He says. Alright, well, I'm going to let that run for another hour and then come back and check on it. Alright, last video before I head to bed, it's just gone midnight. So 6 hours, 15 minutes into printing, we've got 5 layers down. Speed's picking up now. Everything looking okay. That area where there was the little bit of bubble in there, it seems to be printing over that okay. As I say, that's just going to be supports coming up, so that's nothing that's going to affect the print, but I don't know why that happened. One of life's mysteries. Probably when this print finishes, I'll give the bed a good clean. Perhaps there's some grease or my fingerprints had been over that part of the bed. Or I just didn't let the thing heat up enough before I started. But yeah, coming in here, oh, that's a beautiful smooth finish. Just weird on that bit, but it's printing over it, so supports will be fine. These are support areas as well, and they're looking good. So yeah, I'll leave that go. Filament on the roll. Ooh. That will hopefully be enough to get it through the night. I'll probably be changing that out tomorrow. You can see there's an empty roll. Note the that hole right there. You can just see one of those holes coming around now, so you can probably estimate there's about 3 more complete, or perhaps 4 more complete spools of filament on that one reel. Oh well, we'll see if it lasts for 6 hours. Right, so I'm going to cut this video off at this point and upload it just so you can see where we are so far, and then I'll continue the adventures with the second video that should post after I've completed the saucer. Alright, night for now. Well, good morning everyone. Saturday morning, and like I expected, it ran out of filament doing the print here, so I'm going to do a quick filament swap and get it running again. Give me a second. Oh, right, so having had copious amounts of beer, been watching the soccer all day, come in to check on this, and everything is still going down really good. You see the USS Enterprise lettering down there. That's looking real nice. So, alright, I'll let him keep moving on. I'll catch you later. Okay, end of the night on Saturday. About to go and head off to bed, but I'm gonna take this quick video and then go and upload everything done so far on this saucer section, and you can see the Enterprise lettering at the far end there. Just doing the registration number. Gotta remember to shout over the noise of this printer. So we're looking what, 61%, so really shouldn't take much longer. It should finish by tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening. So let it run while I sleep, and so I'll start a new video after this one, and see about doing the pegs and joining the two sections together as well. Right, catch you later.